24 minutes to 1 is the time, and today we've been talking about paying it forward. By that we mean this. Someone's helped you to get somewhere or to get something in life. So later down the line you've found a way to help somebody else in the same way. You've paid it forward. It's a simple idea, and it's the idea behind the SJL Foundation, a charity started by Worcester businessman Simon Lancaster, because he believes that he wouldn't be where he is today without the help that the city of Worcester gave him. As we've been hearing, now he's helping other businesses to grow and asking them to pay it forward themselves.
I found myself unemployed at the age of 23. And I decided to start up my own business, SJL Insurance, and I was lucky enough to be given a local grant from the council, £500, which enabled me to get a desk and a chair and a computer and start my journey, and they gave me a little bit of mentoring as well, and I think that help was invaluable for me, and I'd like to think the return on the investment for Worcester's paid dividend, because we're employing lots of people, we're bringing people into the city, people are eating in the city, stopping at hotels in the city, so really 20 years later, I wanted to sort of replicate that, if you like, and pay it forward and help other people who find themselves in a similar situation that I was in.
People like the Urban Village Pizza Boys. We first met Urban Village Pizza on the show last year. They're two brothers from Hartlebury who found themselves out of work in the pandemic. So they moved back in with their mom and started a pop-up pizza business. And boy, did they work hard. They caught Simon's eye, and they've just received a National Business Startup Award from his foundation. With it comes financial support, which will help them expand and take on another employee and purchase new equipment. Our reporter Justin Sorrell has been at Urban Village Pizza, which now has a permanent home in Worcester city centre.
Welcome back to the Pizza Kitchen. This is where this is very much where the magic happens. Josh, morning Joe.
Morning.
And Josh, how's it going, mate?
Yeah, really well, thank you. Yeah, really well.
And I mean, what a difference this is. Last time I spoke to you, we met in Norton, in the Village Hall car park. You had your tent, you had your portable pizza ovens, you had all your toppings out, and we stood and we cooked together in the car park. And that was quite an experience. How did that go for you, going forward from when we last met?
Yeah, so it has been a bit of a journey over the last 12 months. We've been putting in a lot of hard work. Over the last 2 or 3 months, we've now taken it full time. So we still have the outdoor pop-up tents that we'll be doing probably more regularly next year over the spring when the outdoor events come on. But it was always a bit of a goal of ours to try and get a little bit more central to town, start cooking on a wood-fired oven, and have a fully equipped kitchen to work with, which is what we've got now.
And I mean, what a kitchen you've got, and what an oven you've got here at the Oil Basin pub, right in the heart of Worcester on Copenhagen Street. I mean, that thing looks like an absolute beast. It's got this big copper pipe coming off the top. It's made of clay. I mean, is this everything you wanted when you were sort of using your smaller ovens?
Yeah, it was definitely the next plan for the business. What we were finding with the pop-ups is the demand was definitely there. We were selling out quite regularly, so this is definitely the next step for us. We're very lucky to have Joe as one of the pizza chefs here. Very skilled at what he does. It took us about a week or so to get used to it, but the reviews, the feedback have been fantastic, and we've got Christmas coming up now in December. We'd love people who maybe haven't attended the pop-ups to come on down. We've got indoor seating, outdoor seating available, so you can have selection of drinks. We've got a new menu that we've just released as well. Hopefully we'll be on the delivery apps in the next week or so. So yeah, anyone that hasn't been yet, we'd love you to come down and come and try the pizza and get festive over Christmas.
Cast your mind back a year when we first stood there and you were telling me about all the ideas you had. Did you imagine that about 12 months later we'd be standing in your very own permanent kitchen talking about delivery apps and expansion and things like that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, as a start-up business, you definitely, as Simon mentioned, you need to have a vision, you need to have a plan. So we did set out sort of a 3 to 5 year plan. It's definitely gone probably a little bit quicker than what we thought. But the opportunity came up. I think it's credit to what we've been doing on social media, the hard work we put in terms of creating a great product. And we were very lucky for Rob, the owner of the Oil Basin, to contact us to sort of do a collaboration and do a kitchen takeover here.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, that in particular, that award that you got from SJL Foundation, the Pivot Award, what does that mean for you? Just to think, well, we've been identified as someone like Simon, who's a serious businessman, has spotted what we're doing and said they've got something here. How did that feel when you got told that you'd won it?
Yeah, I think for anyone out there starting a business, especially in the early days, it's hugely challenging, and you come up against different tasks and failures each day. But for us to receive that reward, it was sort of a credit to our hard work, really. And you do have your down days, but when something like this happens, it gives you a push in the right direction. To have the ability to get the support from the foundation, and I think for us moving forward now will help push us in that right direction to take the next step and keep growing and expanding the business as much as we can around Worcester.
Well, Simon mentioned it's about paying it forward, basically, him looking back at what happened with his journey and thinking, well, I'm going to help people out. Is that something that you're looking forward to doing in the future when you're big and famous? I mean, cast your mind forward 40 years when I've got to go through 100 levels of press officers and marketers just to get an interview with you guys. Are you going to be looking out for the small businesses as well?
Well, let's hope so. We'll be famous in 40 years. But yeah, absolutely. When we started the business out, I constantly asked questions to people. Joe had been a chef before, but never pizza. So one thing that I would say we're probably good at is asking loads of questions to people who are more experience, more knowledge. So if we're in a position now where we've started and we're sort of 16 months in, if we can help other small businesses out there, whether it be with social media, if it's within the chefing world, but yeah, we definitely want to give back as much as we can and keep it local and try and help people grow.
And so it goes on. I think it's a lovely idea. That's Justin Sorrell, our news just in, with the boys Joe and Josh at Urban Village Pizza, and we wish them well for the future.